With all these new leaks in the game files for the DLC, we have been eagerly waiting on information on the 2 new Nightfarers coming to Nightreign, and we now have lots of information to cover for each. Although most of this information is true, I can't guarantee that everything here is, as some details could definitely change before they are released. The first Nightfarer coming to the game has been given the codename of the Buffer, due to the character being focused around buffing allies and debuffing enemies with some device, and from Japanese translations seems to be called the Scholar/Academic. The character is said to use Thursting Swords, so this would include weapons such as the Frozen Needle and Antspur Rapier, also indicating dex scaling. He is said to have a core that he gives to the player and holds stars in high regard, showing some possible relation to glintstones. Moving on to his character abilities, we first have Photoshoot, an ability that centers the camera. Not too sure what is meant by this description, but definitely seems interesting. And then we have Jointchain, which is his ultimate ability, which supposedly links multiple enemies together. Next, we will look a little more into his voicelines. He states that he absolutely despises the Dreadlord, and he also believes that even gods have weaknesses and wishes to preserve the world. He likes tea. I don't know, this must be important if he mentioned it twice. He also talks about his colleagues in the past tense, and has set foot in the domain of his forebears, referring to the crypt under the round table. He also has a custom dodge and states that he uses tools, and his kind will supposedly ask the player for answers. That's the bulk of the information that we've gathered from the file and his voice lines, which if you want to listen to for yourself, be sure to join the Discord. Moving on to the second Nightfarer, this one we don't have as much information for yet, but here's what we do know. This character is given the codename Attacker, with the Japanese translation being the Undertaken or Mortuary. This character uses hammers primarily with its preferred weapon class. Looking at the character abilities, we first have Trancmode, which is an auto dodge similar to Wielder's Sixth Sense, as well as a counter, so potentially hinting at a martial artist. This character's ultimate ability is called Blinkstage, and it can be charged, similar to Wielder's ultimate. Something interesting about this character is that they actually start off as an enemy, due to them fighting each of the Nightfarers through the journal quest. And with that, that's all the information we have on the 2 new Nightfarers, for the time being. And as always, be sure to subscribe to stay updated on new Nightreign leaks, and let me know what you want me to cover next.